Begin with breaking news. Fulton police say the medical examiner's office confirmed the body found Monday has been positively identified as Carl DeBrody. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jordan Berger.
And I'm Brittany Pieper. The 31-year-old went missing from a group home about 2 weeks ago. At least that's when it was reported missing. And he was considered endangered because of his mental disability. Family and police searched for DeBrody until a body was found in a large container filled with concrete inside a storage unit Monday. DeBrody's family is questioning the responsibility of the state of Missouri, DeBrody's legal guardian, and the group home. KOMU8 also received records of complaints against the group home less than an hour ago. We have a reporter going through those reports, and we'll have updates for you at 6, 9, and 10. Mid-Missouri is preparing for a lot of rain, some possible flooding this weekend, so let's send it over to Tori for a check of what we have in store.
Hey, thanks a lot, Brittany. Periods of very heavy rainfall, like you said, are going to be expected throughout the entire weekend, particularly as far as a good part of the day on Saturday. These are going to start up anytime after about midnight tonight, lasting on and off throughout the entire day tomorrow. And then as we head into Sunday, it looks like we do see a few breaks in there, particularly really early on Sunday morning, and then sometime about mid-Sunday afternoon. I'm going to have the latest track on those coming up for you in just a little bit. In the meantime, though, if you do have any outdoor plans tonight, right now things are going to be looking pretty clear and pretty dry right now from the south and southeast. Some of our counties are picking up a few really light pockets of rainfall at this point, but overall we're just going to be hanging on to the clouds and the cooler temperatures out there. Right now a lot of us are back into the upper 50s and lower 60s. Winds really at this point not a big deal out of the east, anywhere from about 3 up to 10 miles per hour or so. So overall a pretty comfortable evening. Get outside and enjoy tonight while you can. Like I said, several periods of showers and thunderstorms in and out throughout Saturday, Sunday, and actually at this point it looks like some of those could linger into Monday morning as well. I'll track those hour by hour coming up in a few minutes.
Missouri Task Force 1 sent a team to help with possible severe flooding in the southeast part of Missouri this afternoon. The State Emergency Management Agency called the task force into action because certain areas of the state are expected to get a lot of rain, and as we mentioned before, that's severe flooding. Gail Blumenkamp of the Boone County Fire District said the team will head down to West Plains and set up and be ready to help with search and rescue efforts as needed.
We anticipated it. We can watch the weather, and we've done this enough to know that flooding is an extreme weather danger for people, and it affects a large area at a very short time.
They ask people to use caution and be safe as the rain's expected to continue throughout the weekend.
For months, Columbia residents have had issues with the utility process, and this month there's a new issue. People receiving notices that their utilities will soon be shut off. KOMU8's Desiree Evans joins us with frustrations from one resident.
Columbia resident Kim Hatton said a friend of hers put out a Facebook post asking if anyone else received a disconnect notice. She said she didn't think much of it until she got one in the mail 2 days later saying her utilities would soon be shut off, even though she's paid up. Hatton said she called customer service this morning and got an unclear answer as to what she should do. I reached out to the assistant director of utilities, and he said more than 2 weeks ago disconnect notices were sent to several thousand residents.
It's possible that a customer was put on a new budget billing amount and didn't look at their bill, and maybe it was higher, and if they didn't pay that higher amount, then technically they are delinquent.
Well, we haven't sent out any disconnect notices for many months. Well, so you're sending them out just for fun or what? Because my bill's paid. And all of a sudden you're just sending out notices now?
Windsor says the notices were sent out not too long ago because they were making sure the disconnect system was ready and the weather remained consistent. He says if you got a notice and you don't think you should have gotten one, feel free to reach out to him by contacting the city. In the studio, Desiree Evans, KOMU8 News.
Food insecurity is a big problem here in Columbia, but a new program's trying to stop it at the source. KOMU8's Madeline Odell tells us how a language learners class for kids learning English as a second language is helping out with that.
MU student Maria Kalitzandonakis and ELL teacher Lilia Benayed have been waiting for this day for a very long time.
Miss Benayed and I started coming up with all sorts of ideas, and one of them was that we wanted to add more practical learning in the classroom.
And now 7 years later, their dreams are coming true. All week, ELL students at Rockbridge High School have gone to a farm, a grocery store, and learned more about the food in their environment.
If we take younger adults, right, they're all teenagers, adolescents, and we start teaching them about this is where your food is coming from, they'll start being more mindful about what they are eating.
It's all in an effort to combat food insecurity, which is a big problem here in Columbia and among first-generation residents.
Usually when we think about food insecurity, we think these families literally do not have access to food, which is a big part of it. But I think sometimes we don't think about food insecurity in terms of a lack of food education.
The lessons in the program are designed to be practical but fun, with hands-on experience in mind.
Our tour guide at the farm picked a radish out of the ground, and everyone was saying the names of the radish in their home languages, and it was just a really cool experience to see everyone bonding over that.
There are stuff that are good in my country, but there isn't here, and there is good stuff in here that my country doesn't have it.
Ben Aid says teaching ELL students is special because of what they bring with them.
I love teaching ELLs because of the experience they bring with them. I have a very diverse group of students from different countries, and they bring a wealth of cultures with them.
And students are already noticing the difference.
When I eat lunch and I see the chicken, oh yeah, the chicken comes from the farm, after the vegetable, and I think about how they plant the vegetable, yeah, kind of things like that.
That was Madeline Odell reporting. The students who designed the program say other Columbia schools have shown interest in it, and they hope to expand it to several other high school ELL programs by next year. Here's what's happening right now. A U.S. official confirmed North Korea test-fired a ballistic missile, but it was unsuccessful.
This comes as recent comments from the president regarding North Korea have many worried about a possible military conflict. NBC's Blaine Alexander has more from the White House.
As he prepares to enter his 100th day in office, President Trump raising concerns in an interview with Reuters, offering this prediction on North Korea.
Well, there's a chance that we could end up having a major conflict with North Korea.
Secretary of State Rex Tillerson offering a more diplomatic approach, warning members of the UN Security Council, especially China, it's time to ramp up pressure on North Korea.
It is likely only a matter of time before North Korea develops the capability to strike the U.S. mainland.
On Capitol Hill, Congress is set to vote on North Korea economic sanctions as early as next week. Today's focus, successfully avoiding a government shutdown.
The yeas are 382.
Congress passing a one-week extension, giving lawmakers more time to negotiate a spending bill. Also next week, a vote on health care reform, now showing new signs of life.
I can tell you I was on the phone until almost 11 o'clock last night. We're just a few short.
The bill's first failure, a learning moment for a new president, now admitting this job is different than he expected.
I loved my previous life. I had so many things going. I actually, this is more work than in my previous life. I thought it would be easier.
Touting.
The president is spending his 100th day at a rally in Pennsylvania, a state that helped him win the November election. He has scheduled this rally opposite the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which the president usually attends.
Facebook says it's cracking down on accounts after criticism for its part in spreading fake news. Facebook says governments can use bogus profiles to manipulate political opinion. The goal might not be to promote one candidate, but to create tension and chaos. The social media giant says it suspended 30,000 fake accounts before the first round of France's election just days ago. Facebook maintains the reach of fake news was, quote, marginal during the U.S. election.
Coming up, the latest in Missouri's battle against budget cuts, which local university is getting rid of faculty tenure.
Plus, why University of Missouri faculty have new guidelines to follow.
But first, you're taking a live look over the Lake of the Ozarks on this rainy Friday afternoon. This is KMU8 News, first at 5, coverage you can count on.
Wheels putting you in a sunshine state of mind.
We are surrounded by Floridians.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrating fabulous Florida.
I love Florida. That's why you're a great game show host.
Weeknights at 6:30 on KOMU8.
You depend on us every day for coverage you can count on. Count on us weekend mornings as well.
Join me for KMU8 News Today, Saturdays at 6 and 9 and Sundays at 7 for more news coverage you can count
on. Never be surprised by the weather. Download the free KOMU8 Weather and Traffic app for your phone and tablet.
Need glasses now? We have a lens lab in every store and can make them for you in as little as 30 minutes.
Right now, get 2 pairs for $38.71 or 2 pairs progressive for $76.92 at iMart Express.
Right glasses.
Right price.
Right now.
Buy any Serta iComfort Queen or King mattress set. Get 2 pillows, a sheet set, and a $100 gift voucher. 36 months, 0 down, 0 interest financing too. Spectacular savings all week long at FFO Home.
It's our Chevy bonus tag, Spring Fling. Today, you can save up to 20% off MSRP on select new 2017 Chevy Silverado half-ton crew cabs on the lot at Bob McCosh. Save up to 16% off MSRP on a Bob McCosh Chevy Malibu, Equinox, Trax, and on the Chevy Traverse, your 16% off means you will save over $6,000. So find new roads to #1 business loop in Columbia. Chevrolet makes the car and truck. Bob McCosh makes the difference.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
Welcome back to KOMU 8 News. First at 5, we're starting off with a very gloomy live look over Les Bourgeois and the Rocheport area. We are off to at least a drier start to the weekend. We did see a few really light showers out there this morning, and certainly there is a lot more on the way. So with that, we still have that flash flood watch in effect for almost every county at this point in our KOMU 8 viewing area, with the exception of Macon County. That's going to be in effect from this evening through early parts of Monday morning. We have very, very heavy rainfall at times that's going to be expected. And right now, here's a better look at what we can expect heading into Monday morning. I still think a good part of central Missouri is going to be in that 2 to 4 inch range, with locally up to 5 inches possible, especially for some of those southern parts of central Missouri. And then for the southern half of Cole County and an area stretching down to the southeast, looks like we're going to be expecting anywhere from 4 up to 6 inches of rainfall total. That's from what we've already picked up earlier this morning, and then those second 2 rounds that are on our way for the rest of the weekend. Right now, though, we are scanning a very clear and dry sky of mid-Missouri, with the exception of a few pockets of really, really light rain and drizzle for the rest of the evening. If you do have any outdoor plans tonight, right now, those look to be pretty good to go. It is going to be pretty cloudy and very cool and breezy. I think we're going to be seeing wind gusts, of about 20 to 25 miles per hour. So temperatures are going to be a little on the chilly side, and that's going to be the theme through the rest of the weekend. This rainfall doesn't occur from the south until after about midnight. Here's a look at 2:30 heading into Saturday morning. It looks like some of these isolated thunderstorms south of I-70 could contain some large hail and damaging wind gusts within this system as well. So we're going to continue to monitor those throughout our evening and overnight hours. It's really just looking like very heavy rainfall in some spots throughout a good part of Saturday morning. The second wave occurs right at about the lunch hour, moving into parts of Columbia and Jefferson City. We do have some dry time in there. It looks like at about late Saturday evening. Here's a look at 7 o'clock. We are going to see a few breaks in that rainfall, and then actually again early on Sunday morning, it looks like we get another dry pocket of rainfall or of no rain activity in there as well. That third and final wave occurs late Sunday morning and into early Sunday afternoon. I think again we could see some isolated thunderstorms embedded with this system as well, but the good news is that's all out of our hair. After about the 7 o'clock hour on Sunday, at least as far as the heavy rainfall is concerned, we could still see some of that wraparound rainfall activity really lightly heading into parts of Monday morning. So lots of rain on the way. Remember, turn around, don't drown, and keep up with us here at KOMU. We'll continue to keep you updated throughout the course of the weekend. Overnight, in the meantime, we should be seeing lows at about 55 degrees, really similar to where we were this morning. And then for tomorrow, a slightly cooler day. Some spots only make it into the upper 50s, but lower 60s for the rest of us. The good news is, after a very cool start and a windy start to the work week next week, we only see highs back to around 56. A really nice warming trend is in store heading into this next weekend. I think we're going to be pretty comfortably back into the middle 70s, and finally lots of sunshine too.
All right. Thank you, Tori.
So the symptoms of allergies and the flu can be pretty similar.
How to tell the difference coming up in your health.
This First Alert Weather Update is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
I just got the best night's sleep on this Beauty Rest mattress. This is cause for celebration.
Now at Slumberland, all beauty rests are on sale starting as low as $3.97. Slumberland, it's a good life.
Columbia Columbia. It's finally here. Construction on the all-new Kia of Columbia is now complete. And we want to keep celebrating with you all month long with extended grand opening savings. Payments as low as $99 a month. Discounts up to $9,000 off MSRP. Plus, get $500 bonus cash on all new Kias. Plus, get our exclusive lifetime warranty and more with the Kia of Columbia Promise. The savings have been extended, but not for long. Mid-Missouri, we want to see you in a Kia.
Hey, guys and gals, announcing Slumberland's throwback pricing. Get up to 69% off. Take a spin of this leather lazy boy, just $4.96. Grab this sofa for just $4.34. Throwback pricing. And only at Slumberland. It's a good life.
Closed captioning of KOMU 8 News is brought to you by Bob McCaw's Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac.
It's easy to see why Nissan is America's fastest growing auto brand. Introducing the new Midnight Edition with aggressive blacked-out alloy wheels, spoilers, outside mirrors, and more. Take on the mainstream in Nissan's Midnight Edition. 6 models, 4 colors, only at your local Nissan dealer. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 11 models, or save up to $2,750 on Rogue.
Those national mattress stores can make things confusing. Even their names sound alike. Welcome to the Sleep Shop. Excellent assistance, a perfect selection of Serta, and low prices every day.
When it comes to sleep, we've got you covered.
You'll find us inside Downtown Appliance Home Center.
Mid-Missouri's first choice.
Thanks, Dennis. First choice for great service and selection, including GE appliances. The Sleep Shop and Downtown Appliance Home Center.
It's 2 stores in one.
East Broadway, Columbia.
Today, the Federal Emergency Management Agency declared the 2-day exercise at Callaway County Nuclear Plant safe. State and local organizations evaluated the preparedness of the plant in case of an emergency. The 3-part purpose of the inspections is to determine whether the drill is adequate and proficient, to evaluate the performance during the drill in order to ensure safety, and to make sure that there is an appropriate action to fix any problems noted during the exercise.
In general, it was a good exercise. They demonstrated that they are well prepared to respond in the event something did happen at Callaway.
Safety drills at the plant occur every 2 years.
Lincoln University's Board of Curators announced yesterday it will no longer offer tenure for faculty. The Missouri National Educators Association released a statement as well, saying the decision will harm students in the long run. The university is currently facing budget cuts. MNEA says that, plus the elimination of tenure, will make it difficult to retain and attract quality faculty. Vice President of the association, Gary Homan, says no one is safe.
No one is secure in their position, no matter how good they are, no matter how long they've been here, no matter if they have tenure or not. Everybody's job is on the chopping block.
Homan says he hates to see some of the university's great professors go. Faculty at the University of Missouri have new guidelines to follow. That's after the UM Board of Curators approved amendments to MU's rules governing faculty standards and conduct yesterday. Ben Trachtenberg is the chair of MU's Intercampus Faculty Council. He says these changes were necessary to show the university's commitment to free speech.
After the events of fall 2015, we realized that we had a lot of rules that were confusing and people genuinely didn't know what was allowed. Also, some of our rules were not as protective of free expression as we thought made sense.
These new rules only apply to MU, not the entire UM system, but Trachtenberg said he thinks other schools can benefit from these policies.
Coming up, what Columbia residents are saying on social media about the city's latest utility problems.
Moving can be a chore, but at BMW of Columbia, it was great. The ultimate driving machine with the ultimate buying experience in our new state-of-the-art 30,000 square foot facility, 1900 I-70 Drive Southwest. And we're ready to have you come check us out. Expanded service, expanded parts, and we have more inventory. Over 400 new and pre-owned to choose from. All on sale with special pricing to save you money. We want your business. BMW of Columbia, 1900 I-70 Drive Southwest for the ultimate buying experience. ColumbiaBMW.com.
With a heavy-duty welded steel deck and exclusive smooth track steering, the Hustler Raptor zero-turn mower doesn't play around. It's got the power to turn your weekend to-do list into your weekend to-done list. The legendary Hustler Raptor family starting at just $27.99. Tools, not toys. And now, lift up to 750 pounds with the groundbreaking NDV from Hustler.
Are you suffering from serious back or neck problems or pain from an auto injury? Dr. Kyle Bowers can help. The DRX 9000 has been proven to relieve pain from bulging and herniated discs, sciatica, and even failed back surgery. Pressure between discs is relieved, drawing water, oxygen, and nutrients to the damaged area. Contact Dr. Bowers today for a free consultation. DRX 9000 treatment is affordable and accepted by most insurance. Dr. Kyle Bowers, adjusting lives every day.
Around here, it's the little things that make life better. In Ford SUVs, it's the grip of the wheel, feeling the traction beneath you. It's the solid confidence and reliability every day. Together, it's what makes Ford SUVs made for the Midwest. That's how you become America's best-selling brand. Right now, get $3,900 cash back or 0% financing for 66 months on Escape. Hurry into your quality Ford dealers today.
According to medical experts, the pollen count in Missouri is the highest it's been in 10 years. But that might not be what's making you feel sick. With flu season ending and allergy season in full swing, it's important to recognize the difference between the two. Providence Urgent Care family nurse practitioner Dwight Jones says with the flu, you may have a high fever for a couple of days. Patients may have body and muscle aches accompanied by severe fatigue. While with allergies, you might have a fever, but you'll probably see more of a runny nose, cough, and itchy throat. Jones.
The flu can make you feel miserable for up to 3 weeks. Usually the worst symptoms are... The flu can make you feel miserable for up to 3 weeks. Usually the worst symptoms are, a week, 10 days, but then you can feel really lousy for up to 3 weeks. With allergies, they're those ones where people say, boy, for a month I just keep feeling terrible.
You can find a full list of symptoms for both the flu and allergies on our website, KOMU.com. Consumers hoping to consistently find out how many calories are in their meals might have to wait a little longer. New government rules requiring some restaurants to list calories are supposed to go into effect next week, but some business owners hope to delay the rules again or revise the law to make it easier to comply with. The Trump administration's looking to lift these sorts of regulations on businesses, saying it's a burden to them.
Now, there's more complaints about Columbia City's utilities' newest billing system. In today's talk, we asked viewers about their experience with the City of Columbia's utility bills. Carlos Ortiz said, "My bill doubled from 1 month to the next, and I can't even see the bills." Elizabeth Hendricks said, "Hate it, bare bones and barely less convenient than snail mail. Amazed there isn't an automatic withdrawal option yet." And Chantel Ternage-Beal said, I don't understand, why I'm sometimes being billed twice in a month. It would be simpler if the bill was just due on a certain day every month.
Ahead for us tonight, new details on this week's chaotic battle in Afghanistan and why the military now says 2 American soldiers may have been killed by friendly fire. On the eve of the president's 100th day in office, his surprising thoughts on the job, his old life, and his message today to gun owners. Plus, 2 decades later, the lingering questions surrounding the murder of fashion giant Gianni Versace on NBC Nightly News.
Coming up Monday on KOMU 8 News Today.
Jefferson City is offering a free child car seat event. What families can expect and where.
Plus, construction crews in Columbia will lead to a few street closures. We'll have an update.
And it's been a rainy weekend. We'll have a look at flooding out across central Missouri.
Live coverage of local news and weather to get you ready before you head out the door. KOMU 8 News Today, starting at 4:30 a.m. Coverage you can count on.
This is the Silverado Special Edition.
This is one gorgeous truck.
Oh, did I say there was only one special edition? Because actually there's 5.
Nice. Strength and style.
Make a strong decision. Find your tag and get 16% below MSRP on select Silverado 1500 pickups in stock. That's over $7,900 on this Chevy Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
So we're saving the galaxy again? Awesome!
See that? How the Guardians of the Galaxy come together to be awesome? Guys, that's teamwork. Like cookies and brownies coming together to form Brookies and this Guardians Awesome Mix Blizzard. Okay, Jen, that's enough. Star-Lord's clean.
What?
Jen, we talked about this.
The new DQ Guardians Awesome Mix Blizzard. An awesome mix of Brookie Pieces, caramel, and Choco Chunks. See Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 in theaters May 5th.
Columbia, it's finally here. Construction on the all-new Kia of Columbia is now complete. And we want to keep celebrating with you all month long with extended grand opening savings. Payments as low as $99 a month. Discounts up to $9,000 off MSRP. Plus, get $500 bonus cash on all new Kias. Plus, get our exclusive lifetime warranty and more with the Kia of Columbia Promise. The savings have been extended, but not for long. Mid-Missouri, we want to see you in a Kia.
Count on the KOMU8 News app to keep you connected all day to Mid-Missouri's news, weather, and sports. With breaking news, the latest videos on developing stories, Target 8 investigations, and watch KOMU8 newscasts live. Plus, full weather coverage from the live Doppler 8 First Alert weather team, local sports scores, and a place to share your photos and videos. Wherever you are, all day, stay connected to the stories that matter to you. Download the free KOMU8 News app for coverage you can count on.
It's our Chevy bonus tag, Spring Fling. Today, you can save up to 20% off MSRP on select new 2017 Chevy Silverado half-ton crew cabs on the lot at Bob McCosh. Save up to 16% off MSRP on a Bob McCosh Chevy Malibu, Equinox, Trax, and on the Chevy Traverse, your 16% off means you will save over $6,000. So find new roads to #1 business loop in Columbia. Chevrolet makes the car and truck. Bob McCosh makes the difference.
Hey there, everyone. With me on today's Pet Corner is Dean. He is a 2-year-old domestic short-haired kitten. He's very gentle, sweet, and really laid back. He loves to just hang out and snuggle and sit on your lap. If you're interested in cute little Dean, you can call 573-443-PETS or go to cmhspets.org.
Here's a recap of today's top story. Fulton police confirmed the body found in a storage unit Monday was Carl DeBrody's. DeBrody was reported missing from a group home about 2 weeks ago. DeBrody's family is questioning the details surrounding his death. At 6, we have new details about reports of abuse and neglect at the group home. That's coming up again on KOMU8 News at 6. Also coming up at 6, music has changed the life of one man with autism.
We'll hear from his family and some of his original pieces that'll be coming up. Researchers found the complete skeleton of a large dinosaur in Japan. The skeleton is more than 26 feet long. It's the largest ever complete dinosaur fossil ever found in the country. The so-called Mukawa dragon is named after the town where the bones were buried 72 million years ago. Experts say the dinosaur may even be a new species.
All right, and as we head into the rest of your Friday evening, if you do have any outdoor plans tonight, things are looking pretty dry for the next several hours. We're not going to start to pick up on some of that heavy rainfall from the south until after about the midnight hour tonight. Of course, that does last on and off pretty much throughout the entire day on Saturday. Looks like we have a few dry spots, though, by Sunday.
All right. That is our time for now. Thank you so much for joining us.
NBC Nightly News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.
On air, online, on Facebook, on Twitter, on the news.